What up, my devil? Sensei Tutum here with another video for ya. Figured this week would be a good time to update the macro a little bit on SPX and Bitcoin just a bit. Main one we're going to look at here first is the SPX. And if you're a crypto enthusiast and you say, I don't care about the SPX, I should caution you that if you think that whether you're just thinking yourself as an investor or trader or just, again, an enthusiast of some sort, if you care about the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, you should care about the price of the SPX. You know, if this chart crashes like this here, Bitcoin will crash again. If it moons, if it goes straight vertical, it will have an effect on Bitcoin. Especially now that there's big money players in Bitcoin. They have the way they allocate assets is, you know, if they go in a risk-off environment, they're going to take their money out of anything that they consider risky, right? Bitcoin is not a risk-off asset. So, not to get too much in the weeds, you should freaking care about this chart. And if you think you're a trader, you should be trading this chart. I don't care how you do it, you know, whether it's stocks, options, futures, SPY, SPX, ES1, I don't care. You know, even if you want to go the triple levered route, whatever you want to do, you should trade the S&P in some form if you fancy yourself a trader. Just because it's such a technical chart, it's got so much volume. I mean, to me, it's one of the easier charts. Anyway, so this is also the first video you guys are getting on the public YouTubes for me in a while, which is cool. So members are probably disappointed in that because I've been pumping out a lot of members-only content, whether it be educational videos just for educational guys, or of late, we've been doing some Discord calls where, you know, as many people want to jump in can jump in and ask away. What do you think about this chart? What about this in Elliott Wave? What about this in this regard, or this in trading? And those are really fun. So I'm gonna do more of those for sure. So don't be too disgruntled here, members. But I can't do them every week just because, you know, as much as I want to make them quick, you guys, every time I say I'm ready to get off, it's one more question, right? But no, it's cool. I really like it. I enjoy it. I love the community. So I'm gonna do plenty more of those. They're fun. But for this week, I wanted to get something for the public YouTube, so we can't give away too much. By the way, public guys, those calls that I do, we don't hold back. We get into every single educational nook and cranny that wherever the members are going to take it, right? And any social members, which pay less than $2 a day to be in, I let them join the call as well. Now, the recording is only going to go out to educational, but there's such good content in there. Might be something to consider. Whether you do the social or the educational, it's great value. Anyway, on the last update of the S&P, and one of those videos I did with the members in the call, they asked me to look at their SPX chart. And at the time, I said, you know, I thought I liked their count, but I thought mine was different. For some reason, I thought I had evolved to this being a motive wave. But yeah, I haven't. It's not a motive. So actually, I think my count is fairly similar to that members. I don't remember where their retracement levels were, but basically same as my last macro video. Nothing is changing in this regard. Though, like I said in that video, these go up much longer than you expect in a bull trend, right? Calling a top is a fool's errand for that very reason, because, you know, while you do see, you know, significant signs of why it should turn when it ends up turning, it might just blast right through, right? So, perfect example. You know, look how big this B is relative to this A. This is not what you would have expected. You know, when we saw this 3, there was so many people were expecting this. I showed it through my last macro, how, you know, I thought this was the top. Then I thought there was a top up here. And then after about this area, I actually call it a top, even though I think it's stupid. For a member, they asked me to. And I'm going to try that in this video as well. Just for fun, basically. And I pretty much nailed this one. You know, it's just lucky, right? I mean, obviously you're using your analysis techniques that sort of steer you there, but it's just lucky. It's not like calling bottoms. Anyway, so we will try that here. The last time I had, you know, because I don't see a motive sequence all in here, and we have the bullish option, which I'll discuss again. It's corrective, and I said, and at that last time it was probably in here, and I had it potentially finishing up a WXYXZ multiple zigzag to the top, because of the wave structure down here and things like that. I had this as a W, and then X, because these two waves are so similar, right, in magnitude, and then another zigzag, and then another X, and then this would be the Z. And I said at the time, I really don't like putting those on charts, even though you do see them in the zigzag family, the triple corrective. But I don't know, I'm not feeling it here, actually. So this is more of what I'm feeling today anyway, right? Is that we had an A to here, 5-wave move, very atypical impulse, which, you know, not surprising. The low off Bitcoin at the bottom was a very atypical impulse as well. Very similar in this regard, actually, since, you know, they kind of have been similar. And then this one's a little more typical. The 3 isn't, you know, is that the shortest wave here that we draw? I don't think so. No. So it's not much longer than the 1, but it's, you know, it is. It's really not that much longer at all, but it's not a violation. Yeah, it's 1272. But not greatly extended. Now, when you see that, what do you expect to happen, right? You expect the extended wave to be the 5th wave. And then after an extended 5th wave, you expect to see it swiftly retrace to the area of wave 2 of the extended wave, right? Or into the area of wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. But Elliott Wave doesn't take price action into account. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come over to Trade Devils and learn what you're talking about. Anyway, so this is, you know, pretty perfect expectation for price action after this move. So that doesn't, you know, rule out that this. So this has always been a single impulsive move, but it doesn't rule out that this isn't potentially a 1-2-1-2. Now we do violate guidelines in that regard, because we do break the base trend channel of this A wave with this wave, right? Not to mention the slope of this wave related to this wave. It's just more standard. It's more typical of a zigzag, right? And then of course, you know, these are, it's not a 1-2-3, because first of all, we have the overlap. Second of all, 3 shorter than 1. Not that, you know, as I just showed, it doesn't have to be. It's way shorter. So it's actually the second most probable wave relationship for a C to an A, right to the 618. So, and then we have this nice corrective off of it, breaking the base trend of all of this. So yeah, I'm at the point of calling this a W. WX, and then we're gonna put in Y, finish up. And where will that end? That's the question. So I have a few levels on the chart already, and just to be very clear, as funky as this seems, you get these inequities. This is what I'm seeing: 1, 2, 3, 4. Working on 5. If 5's not in, right? We can get down and look at the low time frame, but this is a macro video, so we won't. But I'll let you do the counting down here. But this is what I'm seeing, finishing a 5 wave. Like I said last time, we could just stay internal and go on, you know, forever, just like I said in the last video. But I think I'm expecting to get external of this move coming up. So let's just say if the top was in there, you know, probably somewhere to this area, something like this, and then up we'll go. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting. And we have this level of the length of the W projected from the X low for the 618 here, and the 1-to-1. The most probable relationship is the 1-to-1. Second most probable, the 618. Sort of seems like this one is going to be off the table at this point, but you never know. Just because, again, if this is just a 5 wave, then we got a whole nother similar magnitude wave to come off of this. Then, of course, we have for projecting the fifth within this this impulse, we have the 1 to 1, the 1 of the 1. And, of course, you want to take the 0 through 3 from the 4. Check the 618 on that guy. Lines up. So you have some starting to stack, especially with your median here, starting to stack some probable wave relationships and get a Fibonacci cluster. You're going to want to go down in on this lower degree and do the same thing, project out. But we could have on this end our A, something like this, B, C. Let's go back over to white. Intermediate. And then, of course, depending on what you do, and, you know, I'm just guessing here, but again, I'm expecting a retrace to this area on that move. So if we project this way, we'll just basically go here. Now we also have this larger time frame geometry lining up at the top. We can zoom out and take a look at that. So, but we're gonna try to call a top here, just for fun. Fool's errand, but just for fun. I'm a fool. Let's see here. Okay, this is probably a log geometry. Which we're above, it looks like. Oh, no, we're not. Whoo! Whoo! All right, boys, trying to pick a top here. I don't want to get too in the weeds on doing analysis. I know some people like that. The majority of you probably don't. But the ones of you that are probably going to be traders at some point do enjoy it. I know that. So as much as I hate to go lower than higher, because again, they always go further than you expect. As much as I hate to go lower than higher, I might call this level right here, 4280. Oops. You better bounce, Tesla. It's a long. Anyway. Let's see. Zoom back out to the 2 days. Excuse me. Actually quite significantly changed that geometry just now. Yeah, I think I'm going to try. I hate calling tops, boys. I'm going to say 4280 right now, but we'd have a lot more information if this wave was finished. That's when it starts to get easy. Maybe I'll update another macro to call the top, to adjust the top call when the time is appropriate. Let's switch over here to Bitcoin. Oh, no. Okay, so this is the macro on Bitcoin. Posted it on Twitter, so everybody's seen it. But, you know, and of course, it's not changed at all since my last update. We don't see this wave labeled, but shocker, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we look here, we're starting to reach the high probability areas. This is 1618 log scale. This is 1618 of the this is the 3618 of this wave in arithmetic. See, and this is the 1618 of the one in log of this one in log. Let's see, these trend lines on. No, this is the 3618 of this wave. This is the 1618 of Oh, it's the same wave, but just in log. So 1618 of this wave in log, 3618 of this wave in arithmetic. I'm going with the arithmetic. I've got the 1, 2, 3 in here. I know a lot of people have that this is not the 3 of this move, but I do. And 4, and we're working on 5. Matter of fact, as you can see here, we hit the first confluence area for a top already yesterday. We won't go down low out of the daily. Not surprised to see that we're showing resistance there, but we do have targets all the way up, well over 100K, right? Now the question will be, what's the count inside here? But it's a macro video. If you want this, you're gonna have to either come to the Discord, let me know on Twitter, let me know in the comments, show some love, and you get this. I'm not just gonna give it away. The members, they get access to everything. But you guys on YouTube don't exactly. So that's where I'm at. Now, if we take it out of log, what's gonna happen when we do retrace? I think this is going to catch a lot of people off guard, as they always do, but coming back down here in the 30K range, right in this area. And then we go on 4 or 5, wherever that may be. Again, this can absolutely continue on. Calling tops is for fools, but we show multiple levels of confluence here. And this is the first target for confluence for top. So, if I'm long, I'm considering these sort of things, right? But I'm also considering targets continuing on well over 100K. So keep that in mind. I know that we're not focusing much there on Bitcoin. Just wanted to show it. That might disappoint some, but so far so good. And my confidence in this count being a 1, 2, and that this is a 3. Now, again, once this is finished, we have once this wave here finishes, this blue 3, you have to be a little careful, because all you have at that point is a completed 3 wave. So it could always be a zigzag. But based on everything we know about Elliott Wave, I would say there's a high degree of confidence that this is actually a 3 wave, and we should go on for the 5th. But once you complete the 3, you never know if you just had a zigzag or not. So keep that in mind. Just want to update everybody on that. So for the 1 or 2 people that are still here, thanks for watching. Toot out.